It's another Vlogmas, guys. Yes. Round of applause. Let me see that. It is Vlogmas 2024, and this year's theme is Grinch Miss. I've been working for weeks on multiple DIYs. The first DIY we're doing together is, of course, the WHO-Ville arch. So there are a few things you're gonna need to get this arch underway. You are going to need a foam board. I got mine from Lowe's, so you probably do Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. You need a foam insulation board. You're gonna need some paints. You're gonna need a jigsaw or a hot knife, whatever is gonna be easier for you to use in order to cut the foam. You don't need it, but it's very helpful if you do have a projector, which I did use, and of course some paints, PVC pipes or wood in order to help solidify everything standing up, and some command strips. And while I have you, please like, comment, and subscribe because it's going to help the channel grow. There's already 300 of us, so let's get moving. After using the projector, I went back around and retraced everything with black marker because it's a lot easier to see, and it's definitely going to be helpful for later when you're going to have to cut everything up. Hopefully everything's going to turn out well. I got a lot to do. Most of the time when I see this archway, I've always seen people just painting it, and I wanted to do something different and put my own little spin on it. So I created a template for myself that I'm cutting out right now that I'm going to trace onto scrap pieces of foam and then hot glue the scraps onto the arch and make it a 3D snow effect. Now that the main pieces are done, I'm using a jigsaw to cut out everything. You really want to make sure you're taking your time with this, especially if you're not used to using power tools. You want to take your time. Slow and steady wins the race, especially because this one is not a straight line. Everything is curved, and I have multiple things that I'm trying to cut out. Just take your time doing it, especially too, it's with the foam, it's super easy to cut. Like, it's not a hard process. It can just be a tedious process if you want to make everything look uniform and not crazy. Now that I have all my cutouts, the next step in the process is painting. So all the paint that you see in this video is apple barrel, and I got it from Walmart.
The next day.
Good morning again, day 2 of this build. So this is what I have so far. Doesn't look not too shabby, not too shabby. These are all the pieces I painted yesterday. So that's with one coat. I think I'm gonna do a second one, but because it took so long to dry overnight, I think because it was cold, I think I'm going to, all these pieces are pieces of snow that I'm going to make it so that it's 3D and pops out at you. So what I'm going to do is hot glue those pieces onto the board. I'm going to wait until those solidify. Then I'm going to paint a little bit on it. And then I'm going to go back and do the second layer in areas where I don't have the snow, so that this can speed along, because like I don't want to have to keep doing this tomorrow, like the next couple of days. She did in fact need another couple days. So this way, I think if I can get the snow on, do all that today, paint this stuff later, let it dry outside for a few hours, and then this will probably be done later tonight or tomorrow. Let's get going. I will say, because this is a big project, it may be easier to, depending on how your back's set up, mine was hurting. If you're good on that end, then I would suggest actually like working on the floor, because it would alleviate the whole like having to clean up one surface to go to the next surface, because this is so much surface area to cover. So totally up to you. but I found later on when I was working on the floor at times that it was a little easier. So I made myself a little template to trace for the snow, and then I'm gonna cut it out of one of these two. Things are finally starting to come together, so I'm using this pool blue to draw on the shadow aspects of the snow and give it a little extra oomph. So of course, I'm just finding out that I kind of messed this damn thing up. Look at this. So I tried pouring more paint onto it and it started taking the damn paint off. So I'm thinking because of the material that this is made out of, because it's like a plastic film that's over it, you pretty much can only do essentially one coat on this or it's gonna fuck up your stuff. So, which is super annoying. So essentially, I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm finishing painting up the perimeter and the inside to make it all pink. Then I'm gonna let all this stuff dry overnight and I'm going to spray a sheen over it, the sealant, to make sure if it rains that it'd be good. And then all we need to do is print out and laminate the Welcome to WHO-Ville sign to put on top of it. And probably add some PVC pipes on the back, and I think we're good to go. You see what I mean with the extra paint? I had to gingerly add this hot pink in the inside to make sure it like matched the original copy. But yeah, it was a process. For the Welcome to WHO-Ville sign, I used the letters off of Canva. We use them as a template to cut out pink poster board. And then after cutting everything out, my mom went in with laminate and went and laminated every single individual letter. And now I'm using Gorilla Glue in order to glue this onto the archway. After, of course, spacing out and making sure that everything looked according. Next, I added some snowflake stickers that we got from the dollar store to add a little oomph to it. For this final step, you will need some Gorilla Tape and PVC pipes. We attached the PVC pipes together with a connector, then duct taped to secure them. These pipes were actually all repurposed from our previous Halloween tunnel project. Next, you need to tape together the two halves of the arch. Make sure that they are fully flush together. Lastly, adhere the two PVC pipes to the back of the archway with the Gorilla Tape. Use it generously to make sure you have a strong connection. And here's the final product. I love how this welcome sign turned out. It took some time, but it was totally worth all the wait. All we need to do is place it in the yard and welcome you to WHO-Ville. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to know when all these uploads are going to be happening. We are trying to do every single day of Vlogmas up until Christmas. So follow along for more Grinch DIYs and other Christmas festivities. See you guys next time. Bye.